Do you have the link somewhere?
Yeah, let me grab the link.
Why don't you go ahead and throw it in the Discord, and I'll snag it from there and drop it in Jake and Joel. Oh, the Lucky Charm said he's just joining to spectate.
Okay.
All right, it's posting. Oh, we should be live. Let me double check that you guys are coming through audio.
Okay. Well, let's hope that works out, huh, Matt?
It looks good to me.
Oh, are you guys getting any feedback from my mic? I'm not wearing headphones tonight.
I don't think so. I haven't heard it yet.
Okay, cool. We got my TV down pretty low, so should be
Yeah,
fine.
that's kind of how I do it. NVIDIA broadcast and then turn the volume down low.
All right. Let me just copy this into a couple other. I don't want to do it in DJs since we're kind of maybe going to bail on Roundtable. I don't know.
Oh,
Are you
shit.
planning
Yeah,
on-
tonight's Thursday.
I'm the first
even
like.
realize.
Yes, audio is good. No feedback. Excellent. Thank you.
All right, well, we'll
Get
see
a
where
fourth.
things.
We'll go before 7. If not, we'll just start playing. And if people wants to join as they're watching, we can give them the spell table link.
Rocket and a roll.
This deck can either be really fun and decent or pretty friggin' bad, but that's precons for you.
Well, that's also our format too. Like the one guy that was saying, "Oh, it's brutal," blah 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 blah, and I'm like, "Well, you wouldn't want it to be just like a, you know, I win all the time."
Well, that's kind of why I replied with, that's why there's difficulties. Like you can choose not to go the brutal route if you don't want much of a challenge. If you're kind of just want to chill and whatnot. But if you're wanting, to have a challenge, then go to higher difficulties. The easy mode is like most commander decks can take easy mode quite easily. Well, Cosmic, this is a little different of precon. It's the heads I win, tails you lose. It's a bit higher power level than a normal precon. It's actually pretty fun overall, but it's more of trying to get a decent display of what the format's about. I have plenty of powerful decks that can probably stomp them. Like my Animar deck can. I'll play the Animar deck after this. He's quite good if he dodges the kill board wipe. Basically on like turn 5 or 6, I can be hitting for like, I don't know, 100 damage. Pat, your camera's doing some kind of green monstrosity.
Yeah, I was actually just clicking around on stuff. I've got no idea why that's happening.
All
right. I'll just randomize it 3 times and we'll call that random. 1, 2, and 3. All right.
And then as far as...
And I'm good.
Trying to think of like the best way to...
I'm good to go if you guys are.
And I have the playtest doc here.
But we don't have like any cool slogan, like
it's
are
time
you ready
to raid?
Yeah, right. Okay, guys, battle plan. Let's go in there and kick that monster's behind, okay?
No, we just need to grab We just need to grab sound bites from Mortal Kombat.
Well, yeah, right. Finish him. How about start him? So I'm going to draw for turn. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to throw out a. Oh, let's go wild with it. I'm going to go Yavimaya Coast. I am going to take the damage, tap for 1, and get an Elvish Mystic on the battlefield to start us off hot. Passing over to you, Bob.
I can
Roger,
put the
Roger.
boss monster in the 4th quadrant. It's just if we get a 4th player, then it no longer functions, obviously, because then that player can't join. I've actually done that before. I've added a virtual zone for the 4th.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I also can. I wonder. I guess I would be able to. I could add the boss monster app on the 4th quadrant. Give me a minute. That shouldn't be too hard to do.
Yeah, I mean, while we're sitting here rather than having dead air, so you're playing Edric, Pat.
Yeah, so I've got Edric, Spy Master of Trest, as my commander for the evening. Now, this bad boy, we're running Simic Elf Tribal. So we got a lot of good stuff in this beautifully proxied up deck brought to you by MakePlayingCards.com. Not a sponsor, would love for them to be. Now, this allows me and all of my allies here to get some extra card draw while we beat that boss monster right in his face. Now, what about you, Bob? What is it you're playing this evening?
I am just playing the what is it, Elven Kingdom Precon unadulterated. It is straight out of the box.
Ooh, nice. So you've also got an elf tribal thing going on, but you're going Golgari, huh?
Now I feel like I should play my elf deck because I feel like I'm ruining the loop. My elf deck's
You blew
terrible.
it.
It's like $20. Like it's a drafted elf deck. Like it's not good.
What, the Lathril? I think it's pretty good for a precon.
No, it's not a precon. It's a drafted deck. I opened up.
Oh, yours,
I guess
yours.
it's more
Oh, I'm
sealed.
talking-
I opened a box
I
of
thought you were
Commander
talking about-
Legends 1, and then I built a deck with it.
I
And
thought
then
you were talking
you know
about
what's
mine.
you know what's kind of bullshit about that? We didn't even finish. Like we did the first week, and then nobody else showed up for the rest of the month.
Oh, that's a
That's what she-
bugger.
So it kind of made us we opened a box for basically nothing. So that was a bit annoying, but you know it is what it is, I guess. But I'm going to be playing for the first game. This is Okum, Eye of Chaos, and Zinder Split, Eye of Wisdom. These guys are 2 commanders that they're all about flipping this coin. There's a coin here. It's gonna be hard to flip the coin on the thing, I guess. Not too bad. But yeah, you flip coins and you get results based on. For the blue guy, every time you win a coin flip, you draw a card. And then for the red one, every time you win a flip, it doubles his power and toughness. So he can get out of hand pretty quick with like Krark's Thumb and like giving you advantage on coin flips and whatnot.
Well,
All
the
right,
play
I've got
is
the
to you,
app
Matt.
up. But yeah,
Are you trying to put the
I had
box-
to mulligan the first hand because it only had 1 land in it.
That is magic.
Hear that? Hear
Unfortunately.
that?
Oh, you're talking. I don't know, Coach. Were you talking about Commander Raids is a good way to enjoy Magic the Gathering with uber competitive friends that get pissy even when they lose? Well, Pat and I played a little earlier off screen and we lost.
Hey,
So-
what up, DJ?
Yeah, it's definitely possible to lose.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And, sometimes you just keep getting those bad rolls. And that's the thing. It feels every time as if it's a completely different interaction with the raid monster. Because you're doing it in a random way, you never know what you're going to get. And it's never really repeated either. It's super fun and it feels so lively that way, especially because as people homebrew it, they're able to enter in their own entries into the table of fun. So maybe you want to go ahead and have 16 be each person takes a swig off the bottle or some craziness if you want to have a wild Friday night Magic with your friend. Or
There's
like we
definitely
talked about with our LGS, maybe number 20 is pull a card from the pool, and we've got a little stack of cards over here for giveaways, stuff like that. Homebrew it up however you want.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of room for customizing the game to play the way you want it to. I love that everybody not everybody, but most of the people that have joined us and spoken up about it, they have the same desire to sort of have their flavor of Commander raids, and I think that's beautiful about this format. You don't really get that as much with other formats, and it's very rare in the almost 30 years I've been playing. People are like, what would make Standard better if we played it this way? And I just love the creativity that this it kind of encourages out of people. It's definitely a very different vibe.
I need to mute. I'm hearing myself.
Yeah, so far it's been just an absolute blast to start premiering some gameplay out to people. That's why we wanted to take a chance this evening, kind of get things set up a little bit, and really show people how fun this can be to turn some cards sideways with friends. Kind of team up and ally against the big baddie.
Yeah, sorry we're not as prepared, but we kind of made the decision last minute to go ahead and broadcast live. We were playing. We said, hey, why not? Give people a taste, see what it's like, get a feel for it. So maybe you can. Did anybody post the how-to doc in chat? We should probably do that.
I can go ahead and grab that.
It is in the comments or in the description.
So you can take the format, and we would appreciate if you would help us spread it around. Print out some of the docs and take them to your local game store, and maybe they'll want to print off a bunch of copies and run it there. Pat, you said you had some good experience with that this weekend, or actually over the last couple weekends, maybe.
Yeah, I've got to play with my pod, and we were down at Commander Night. And unfortunately, I got in some long games trying to introduce some new people to Magic. So I wasn't able to do Commander raids at my LGS. But we're getting down there again this weekend. So we've made the commitment. Me and the store owner, he said, hey, Pat, I really want to get in some of these games with you. I'm super excited for it. So we're going to be doing that this coming weekend. And I actually handed out 6 packets, and boy, they flew right out. People were really excited to start doing this.
So yeah, help us spread it around. That you could, anybody in chat here can, grab a hold of those rule sets, print them out, take them to your LGSs that are nearby. So awesome. We've all gone through. Let's explain where we are in the game real quick, because I think we've kind of lost pacing. Just so you know, the boss monster has 75 points, which you can see on the tracker app that Matt built. We're still on the first round, and we are going to the boss monster's first turn. It will not roll any dice on its turn 1. There's some math behind that if you want it real quick. The math is it's the number round divided by 2 rounded down. So since it's the first round, you divide that by 2, it's 0.5. Rounded down, 0 dice. So turn 2, it'll be 1, right? 1 die.
Awesome.
Because it'll be round 2 divided by 2 equals 1 die. And then on turn 3, it'll be 1 die again. Turn 4, it'll be 2 dice. So that's how this is going to go. So there's nothing happening on the boss's first turn in essence. And you are up, Senior Pat.
So we'll untap for turn. Go ahead, get a draw in. Oh, man, I'm feeling a little bit wild. Let's go for it. Let's do what we can. I'm going to put out an island. I'm going to go ahead, follow that up. I'm going to tap my now. Yeah, I'm going to tap all out, and I'm putting Edric onto the field. That way we can go ahead and get that early card draw. Help my buddies out. I'm going to pass over to you
I
next,
kept a
Bob.
6-land hand, and then I drew a land, so that's not ideal.
Ouch.
Well, it was like
That's
the first one
not-
was 1 land. The second, the mulligan was, the first mulligan was down to. I just don't want to go down to 6.
I have no play either, so we'll see how it goes. This is not looking great. I did not keep a great hand.
Well, I got a Niv Mizzet. I like that. I'll do a hideaway land with the Spine Rock Knoll. Top 4 cards. Wow. So good.
Well,
Can you
at
do
least you're getting
lands?
those out of the way.
Oh no, you can still play it. So,
Mhm.
but it got them out of the way. So that's nice. And what do these do? These go to the bottom? Yeah, bottom.
Awesome.
And I'm
And
done with that.
Matt,
So
do you
then
have
we're down to round
round 2?
round 2.
Round 2.
So then we'll do a roll here. Come on, there you go. 10 damage to each player.
Hot dang! Look at us
Ouch.
go.
That's not what we want to see on the first roll.
It's fine.
Ouch. Ouch. To the face.
Off to a hot start, huh? Awesome. So that brings it around to me. Gonna go ahead, do the untap for a turn, draw, get my Path of Ancestry into play tapped. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and see if I've got anything great. Since they're wide open, I feel as though pinging them for 3 would be a great start. Also draws me 2 cards. See if I've got anything better. Ooh-wee. Now, let's get some of these awesome cards out of my hand. I'll tap a Yavimaya Coast for a green, playing Findhorn Elves, taking 1 more damage. I'm going to follow that up, paying an island for Gadul Lurker. Think as though that's a pretty solid start for me, so I'm going to pass it over to you, Bob.
All right. I'm going to draw. And I'm going to play a forest. And then, unfortunately, I am going to pass.
Keeping it simple. I like that. Interesting play style.
Keeping it clean. Very clean board state.
Why confuse it and clutter it with artifacts or enchantments when you could just only play lands?
I'll play a Goblin Engineer. When he enters the battlefield, I can search my library for an artifact card, put it into my graveyard. Then I can sacrifice an artifact and return target artifact with converted mana cost 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. Actually,
Awesome.
I cut directly to it. What a god. So I'm going to put Krark's Thumb
Cheater.
in the graveyard. Right in time for me to
take that.
roll the Exile Graveyard so I never see my Krark's Thumb again.
19.
Oh,
Yeah, you don't want to
geez.
see an 18 or a 19.
Yeah, so like we were saying, Bob and I were playing a bit off screen, and I had put out Beastmaster Ascension. Soon as it hits the battlefield, I attack with 5. Man, I've only got 2 more creatures I need to attack with, and then the boss monster just kills it.
Boss monster gains 10. All right, on to you.
Wow. Well, that's not bad.
Nope.
Okay.
I also have I have a negate in hand,
untap,
so if need be, I can hold up mana next turn, and
do the draw.
if there's anything too brutal, I can
Ooh,
re-roll
We're
it.
feeling pretty good so far out here. Let's throw out a Tide Channel Pathway. I think I know exactly what I got to do. I'm going to attack with 4 creatures. So 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. That's going to be 4 more card draw for me. Now, what I really want to do with this is tap 3 for Harvest Season. Search my library for X basic land cards, where X is the number of tapped creatures I control. Put them on the battlefield, tapped, then shuffle. So I'm going to go ahead and grab out 4 basics and pass it over to Bob.
Seems strong.
After that, I'll have to discard to hand size.
Right on. Since I'm doing so much here, I know it's kind of a blur to try to keep track of everything I'm doing over here. I'm going to do something exciting. I'm going to cast a creature. Here it goes. Lissalana, Huntmaster, and I will pass turn.
Ooh, solid start. Slow engine, but he's got power in there.
That's what she said. Giggity.
I didn't have any artifact lands. All right, I'll swing at the raid monster for 1. And I'm guessing it'll take a damage. So I draw when when one of your opponents takes damage, basically, right?
Yep. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to one of my opponents, its controller may draw a card.
Excellent. I will draw a card.
Luckily, in our format, we all have the same singular opponent.
All right, so I'm going to keep up negate. And then I'm also... Are you going to be able to do
Hillbilly,
7
how you
damage on
doing?
your next turn? That's fine. We'll get there if it happens. All right, so I'm going to pass.
You talking about
Sorry.
the two of us or just one of us?
Just I need 7 damage in 1 turn. It'll turn on the Spine Rock.
I
Knoll.
cannot. I
All
cannot.
right, so we're now on round 4. So the raid monster is going to
Roll twice.
roll twice. So the first roll, artifacts. Any artifacts, sackers?
That would be a nega
Nope.
hotch. No.
No.
I also have no artifacts. Good thing Crux thumbs in the graveyard. And then 10 damage.
Oof.
10 more damage.
That's
buddy.
I'm half dead.
I'm actually just a bit more than half dead. That's what I get for
I don't think either one of those are like negatable. Like I don't think we should negate either one.
No.
No.
There are worse ones. I think I'm good with taking 10.
Oh, yeah.
All right, go on to you, Pat.
Okay. Let's go ahead to this epic untap phase.
Round 5.
Bring
Now,
that
Pat, if you can
over.
deal 7, I can get me an extra land drop.
Just trying to get the center focus. There we go. Draw for turn. Okay. 7, huh? Each up. Oh, geez Louise. I just got to play that, though. Ah, man.
If not, it's
sorry,
fine.
Matt.
I can do a different play.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, Wolverine Riders would be really helpful, though. During each upkeep, I create a 1/1 green elf warrior token and gain life equal to its toughness.
Okay.
So whenever an elf hits the battlefield. Okay. Let's see. I've only got a couple of manas left open. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to tap these 2 for a green, this guy for a green, take another damage. I'm risking it, boys. That's going to lay me up 3 greens for Circle of Dreams Druid. Then at this point, I'm going to swing out with 3. It ain't a whole lot, but it's something, Matt. Does net me 2 cards. Nothing too hot here. I am going to take the time. I'll throw a Aqueous Form on Wolverine Riders, and that's going to end my turn.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to Whir of Invention for 1.
Ooh, I don't know what that does. Oh.
It's an instant. Search your library for an artifact card with converted mana cost X or less. Put it on the battlefield, then shuffle.
Nice. And switching over to Bob's upkeep, I do get myself a 1/1 green elf warrior token and gain some much needed life.
Rock on. Untap. Upkeep.
You options.
Draw. Okay, I'm going to play a Swamp. I'm just going to go ahead and bring old Lathril in, which will... I had the tokens. What did I do with the tokens?
Hot dag. And Lathril is a 2. Nice.
I put them up here for some dumb reason. It puts an elf warrior into play.
Who doesn't love it?
And then I'm going to swing for 3.
Nice.
And that will draw me a card. And I will pass from there. Uh-oh.
All right.
So far, things are shaping up pretty nicely. We just got to make sure to keep ticking away at that beast's health total.
Draw a card for turn. Play a Desolate Lighthouse. I'm 1 mana short from being able to do something pretty decent, but can't quite get there.
Oh, and I get another elf on your turn and gain another precious life point.
All right. Well, I can still do it. Yeah, I'll still do it. It's not as good as I want it to be, but it still could be pretty insane. So I'll tap 5 here for Okun, Eye of Chaos. At the beginning of combat on your turn, flip a coin until you lose a flip, and then every coin flip, his power and toughness doubles. So then I can give him haste with Flamekin Village. If I had an extra red source, I could sacrifice the Soul Ring, get Krark's Thumb, and have advantage on every coin flip, which basically probably would kill the boss monster, because this only needs to win like 3 coin flips, and it just... Well, 5 coin flips? Yeah, 5 coin flips, and then I think it just wins. Alright, so we'll go to combat. So I got a coin. This is the heads. So blue is heads, red is tails. I'm going to try to flip it on camera here. See if I can manage to flip it, not hit anything, and catch it. And then we're going to go with first one will be heads. So I lose immediately. That's great. But he does have haste, and I can hit it for 4, so we'll do that.
And thank you, everybody, for joining us this
Draw 2
evening.
cards.
Yeah. Hope
If
you
there's
guys
any
are
questions
enjoying
you
this.
have, feel free to put them in the comment section, and we are being quite attentive to that. So we'll try and answer all of your queries as quick as possible.
Try to
So I'll
answer
go
your
to-
queries quite quickly.
I'll go to end step, and I'll discard a Planar Chaos. I don't imagine you guys want me to play that. So then we got round 5 for the raid monster. So first, I get some defenders.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Going to get a number of dice rolled, which is X equals DR. So it's going to get 3 2/2 defenders.
3 2/2s.
And then the second roll, exile or graveyard. Fantastic.
I have no graveyard. Oh, there goes the thumb.
Okay.
And we each lose 2 life, and he
We
gains
each lose
6.
2.
Oh. No worries,
We gotta
guys.
get on the ball
so
here,
I
folks.
gain another token on their turn and another on my turn, bringing it to 2 more. And awesome. I think we
Did
got
you
this,
gain the
boys.
life?
Sure.
Yep. I just doubled that. Cool. So I'll draw for turn. I'll go ahead, play myself a forest. And I'm pretty sure I can just win right now.
You can do 72 damage with 3 blockers in play?
70.
Yep.
Should be 70, right?
Yep. I'm pretty sure I got this.
72.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to, for 3, 1, 2, 3 colorless, I'll play Staff of Domination. Okay. Because I have Circle of Dreams Druid right here next to it. So I have infinite mana right here. So I'll go ahead and add 10,000 green to my mana pool. And I'll follow that up by playing Biomass Mutation for 9,998. So all of my creatures now have a base power and toughness of 9998. And I will proceed to attack with all of them.
Boom.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yep. Cool. Hey, good game, guys.
Victory.
And that's how you finish
Wow,
it up.
It was getting a little dicey there.
We're fine.
You're fine.
Oh man,
All right,
couple
do you
more
want to
rounds
run
of
it
those
back? That was
defenders
pretty quick.
expired.
That was what, maybe a 20-minute game?
Yeah, I'll play my Animar deck.
All right, I'll play the Hug deck. Just because it's fun to watch.
And let's see. Do you guys want to see a showing of Kaikar this evening?
It'll be an even bigger beat. If we're gonna go Kaikar, Animar, and
Oh, we're going hard mode for sure.
the Hug, yeah.
Or
let's
should I
try
play
the
with
hard mode.
Edric? I do love playing this deck.
Up to you. You choose. You pick your weapon serve, but we're going hard mode.
Ooh. Oh, hard mode. Let's stick with it. I want to see if Edric can lead these elves through a vicious forest filled with offensive enemies, strong defenses, and annihilator tokens.
Yeah. Well, there we go. It'll be a test. Will the Hug deck suffer its second loss ever?
Awesome. Well, hey guys, that was a fun, fast finish right there. Sorry if that was a little anticlimactic, but man, when you see
Came out of
that
nowhere.
infinite, yeah,
Okay, yeah, because Commander doesn't roll that way. Of course it does. It's
right.
real.
That's what I was thinking, because this deck is specifically designed for Commander. It being a proxy deck, I have not added or removed any cards from it. It's just the way I designed it for my pod. Couple of counter spells, heroic intervention, that kind of shenanigans, of course, made its home right in here. So I've got those real fast win cons, you know.
There's the cut.
That's why I think it's a great format. This here is a great way that I can build decks that do well. Their thing goes off, quite functional, but I might never want to play these in my pod. You know, sometimes this is a little arch enemy.
So for those of you in the audience, we're going to switch up the mode. We're going to hard mode. So it's going to be a bit more challenging. We'll see if the hard mode rules make any difference, or if we're just going to beat down on the boss monster once again.
Ooh, it's a decent
Don't
hand,
forget
but
to reset
I
your
want to.
commander, guys.
Yeah.
I reset the game in spell table because I was
Okay.
lazy.
Yeah, I'm having to add a card into Animar because I forgot that I took out the Mana Crypt.
Sensible move, you know. Card like that has many homes.
Yeah, it's in a deck that's downstairs at the moment. I don't feel like going all the way down to the basement to grab it, so I'm just gonna put in a I don't know, Urza Saga, I guess.
Yeah, thanks, Hillbilly. We're also thinking that so far this is pretty darn interesting, and we'd like to see, more people playing it. We want to get this out. I think it works really well in especially lower powered formats. But
Yeah,
one of the
I'm not
things
keeping
that Matt, Bob, myself, and a couple of other people have designed so specifically is for the different difficulty tables to not just have a higher life point total for the boss monster, but also specifically it feels more like an engaging and difficult raid with the higher thresholds for things, higher level of defenders, it having annihilator built in, it doing 15 damage instead of 10. That's a 50% increase. I mean, this is going to be a nice little test here.
It also has more than double the life per player. I put it to 50. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
I saw it.
I felt like
I did not.
25 was far too little for the amount of damage these decks can do. If I
That's
can get a
mighty
land, this
risky.
hand is sick, but one land hand, I can't do that. Even if it would.
I
have a
also have a
6-man
1-land hand.
And I'm going down to 2. Oh
Yep.
boy. I
Uh-oh.
think I'm going to keep it though. I got my favorite pet card.
What, Font of Mythos? Masquid Nexus? Mystic Speculation? Masquid Nexus, yeah. Although I did just start playing Mystic Speculation. Man, that's pretty fun. For 1 blue, you get to scry 3, and it has buyback, I think, 2 on it. 2 or 3, which honestly, not bad. In some decks, that just like alone will make them go infinite. Like in Kaikar, I can just go infinite with that.
Yeah, we'll have to see how this goes. I don't have the best hand for sure, so this will be interesting.
So
But I
Bob,
hate
what deck?
going
Are
down
you,
Cardinals
tell
again.
the audience what deck you're playing now.
I am playing with a group hug deck. So typically I don't do a lot of damage myself. I enable other people by
Oh my god.
making insane card draw and mana and the ability to play cards just for free, and that's globally across our team. So I'm gonna go ahead and randomize this. Oh boy, that's gonna be weird. See if I can't get the boss monster back in the bottom left corner here. Shoot.
Yeah, just keep hitting randomize until it's bottom left, and then that'll be our order.
Oh, top left also works, doesn't it?
Sure.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh shoot, that means I go first. All right, well, whatever. All right, I'm ready to rock. What about you guys?
Yeah, I'm keeping a hand that's kind of okay. It's not. It has no cascaders, which is weird. So I'm playing Animar, Soul
Yeah,
of the Elements.
I got a hand.
He's a cat. I use him as a cascade commander.
And put 2 to the bottom.
I'll update my commander here.
Cool.
All right, so you guys are good.
I can play.
Draw it up.
I'm down to
boy,
a
that's not good.
5-card hand, but
It's not
make
good.
this
So I'm
shit
going to
work.
start with a Hengate Pathway and pass a turn. That is not the start we want.
And then the commander
Okay.
that Bob's playing is
So-
with Chulain.
I'll do draw for turn. Go ahead, play an island.
Yeah, he's
tap
like the cleric. He's
island
the support, basically.
for Slither Blade. 1/2 unblockable. And that's my start. Let's see what Matt's got on his field.
It's it's going to be a fetch
Really need a land.
into a Triome and pass.
All right, so turn 1, boss does nada. All right.
Awesome.
Oh boy. All right. Well, let's get it on, folks. There we go. I'll play an island and a Howling Mine. Pass the turn.
like that.
Okay, so that means I get an extra card draw, right, Bob?
That is correct. It's not that you
Awesome.
may, you have to.
I have to. That doesn't sound too bad. Okay, well, let's go ahead. Get kind of crazy with it. I'm going to go ahead, play a forest, tap the island to put an aqueous form on my Slither Blade. Going over to combat, I'll attack with it. When it attacks, I get to scry 1. I also do 1 damage to the boss monster. I'll go ahead, leave that bad mamma jamma right where it's at, and I'll pass over to Matt. First blood, baby.
2.
It's just gonna be shiny no matter where I put it.
I'll crack that bad boy.
I do love Matt's app that he's made. Rolling dice is fun and everything, but I like taking it kind of out of my hand. That way it doesn't feel like I'm the one who rolled a 1.
It's also nice for the stream. It helps keep
Absolutely
tabs on what's happening, and it's definitely better. So that we're gonna have to switch to Discord if we ever have a 4-player. If we want the I don't even know if I can do it at
Discord
that
or onto StreamYard and figure out. Yeah, if we do it on StreamYard, depending on how we're able to bring it in, we might be able to do that, and then we can make friggin' huge games, like 9-player games. Then we'll have to make some crazy rule sets. Oh, he put out the Scoos.
Wait, I'm gonna play a Scoos. I'm gonna pass. So this is round 2.
Holy moly,
Roll.
look at this. TCG dude's in here. What up, dude?
I gained
Yeah,
15
format in
life,
action.
And
Right on.
pass turn.
I will untap. I will draw. Oh boy. I'll draw again. Oh boy. All right, here we go. So
Wait, hold on. Doesn't that mean that we do the boss monster's first roll?
I did.
You already
gained
did.
15.
Oh, okay. 15
got to keep
life.
up, Pat. Got to keep up, buddy. All
You're
right.
so good, you didn't even see it happen.
Dude,
Do you
it's
guys
the
want
ease of your app.
more card advantage?
I'd like ramp.
I don't have ramp right now, but what I'll do, I'll play truce. For those of you that are not familiar with truce,
Truce.
each player
may
may
draw,
draw up to 2 cards. For each card less than 2 any player draws, that player gains 2 life. So the boss monster is a player, and it cannot draw cards, so it will gain 2 life.
And I do take the draw.
I'm sorry, it'll gain.
It's gonna gain 4 life.
It's going to gain 4 life. I'm sorry. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh,
Problem is I have
Yeah, I gotta
7
go ahead
cards
and
in
draw
hand
2.
already. If I'm drawing 4 more cards, I'm just gonna discard half of them.
So, as much as I love the Maskwood Nexus, that's going to be one of the ones I discard. I will pass the turn.
Rocking and a rolling.
It's
I'll
my
do
favorite
mine.
card, ditch.
Untap. Yeah, right. It's my favorite puppy to kick.
It's just in this format, I don't think it's going to be all that
with
useful.
Howling Mine, I'll go ahead draw that extra card as well. Let's be nasty with it. I'm gonna play another island. I'm just that crazy bad mama jamma. I'm gonna tap all 3 manas out for Edric, Spymaster of Trest. Now with Slitherblade, when it attacks, I'll go ahead do my Scry 1. I'm gonna put that at the bottom and do 1 damage, draw a card, and I'll pass over turn. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in hand. Burgeoning goes to the bin. Since the boss monster is the only one that's an opponent, they don't play land. That does not help me.
I'll play the Animar. Got to get him out there. I'll swing for 2, draw a card. I gotta go to cleanup. Ditch 1, 2, 3. I gotta ditch 1 more. So on to the raid monster. Each player sacrifices X artifacts for X number of dice rolled, which is 1. Howling
Nice.
Line is gone. I got nothing, no artifacts.
That's poops.
All right, Bob, take it away. So no more drawing
Nope.
2.
No more drawing 2. Hopefully it gave us enough.
Womp womp.
Did not
My hand's
give
pretty
me enough.
stacked.
Oh yeah, I got some goodies in mine.
It's all good, Prime. Hopefully the
I'm gonna go ahead and
community
save
grows
Mirage Mirror.
large enough to where anybody can get a game at any time, and just by asking the looking for group. So if you guys are watching and you haven't joined the Discord, I can post the Discord link if you'd like. And come join the Discord, do some play testing and all the other fun stuff. Discussion of the format and
Decisions. Okay. I'll tap 2 forests for Elvish Warmaster. Follow that up with a Fairy Seer. When it enters the battlefield, scry 2. I'll leave those just like that. I'm going to follow that up with a... I'll wait. I'll do the attack phase. Let's go ahead, attack. That's going to be 3 damage. I'll keep the scry right where it's at. Do the draw 2. And I'm going to follow that up with a ponder. And that's going to be the end of my turn there.
Love Ulduar. One of my favorite raids.
draw 1.
Ulduar.
7 exactly. I like it.
I'm going to tap 2 for a Lotus Cobra. Animar will get a counter. For every 1 with counter on Animar, all my creatures cost 1 less to cast.
Ooh, it's such value.
Play a Prismatic Vista. I'll float a green. I'll crack the Prismatic Vista.
Man, it looks like these elves are popping off over here. I hope they're going to be able to do something about it. I mean,
Float another
geez.
green.
I really made this hard mode. I'm totally mana screwed over here.
I went down to 5, and thanks to Howling Mine and your buffs there, I was able to get my hand size right back up. You are the cleric of the party,
Cast
Bob.
an Emoti. So he'll get a counter. It'll Cascade. Ancestral Statue. Cast that. It'll Cascade. I'm not Cascade. It'll give Animar a counter. When Ancestral enters the battlefield, returning non-land permanent you control to its owner's hand. I will return itself back to my hand. If I had one more counter on Animar, I would just have the win right now. Ancestral Statue is stupid with Animar. But instead, I will just attack for 6.
Not too shabby.
So next turn, if it doesn't wipe my board, I just win.
Pardon.
So I have 8 in hand. I'll discard. Rattleclaw Mystic. Oh no, I can just play that. That's right. Oh no, I do have the win. Oh, I had the win. I'm just an idiot. Oh no, I drew this off of the. I'm gonna morph this for free. So I don't have to discard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I mean, I can grow Animar into infinite right now, but I don't know what purpose that serves until I can
Right,
attack.
yeah.
So I'll just we'll go to round 4. So now we got 2 rolls for the raid monster. First one. Now this is why I should have done that. Son of a bitch.
Oh,
Being
geez.
limited to playing one spell a turn kind of
Can't win this
defeats that.
turn.
Then we also have 15 life. All right.
Damn.
Should have played him infinite times.
Oh, well, that definitely dampens what I was going to be doing.
All right. So one draw. Just remember, one draw, one spell.
Well, I will play 0 spells. And
Can't play nothing?
nope. I will discard to hand size.
Oh, dang. Okay. Well, let's see what I can do about this situation here. Let's do my single card draw for the turn. I'll definitely play a forest. What's the saying? Damn, damn, damn. Man, what do I got? Oh, well, that answers my question. I can't even play the card I was thinking about playing, so I'm going to play this other card I was thinking about playing. So I'm going to tap these 4 to attack for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do get the scry trigger. I'll put that at the bottom. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage.
Yep.
And for my second main, I'll tap 3 to play Harvest Season for 4 basics again. And that'll be the end of my turn.
My misplay cost us the game, dude. Alright, I'll draw. Well, that's a good card to draw now, I suppose. I'll play an Urza Saga. I'll float a green from Lotus Cobra, and I'll use that green for a Forgotten Ancient. So whenever a player casts a spell, Forgotten Ancient gets a 1/1 counter, and then at the beginning of my upkeep, I can move any of those counters to any creatures that I have. That's my one spell, so I'll just attack for... What the hell is a morphed creature? A 2/2? All
Yeah.
5, 7, 12, 13. So 15 damage. Hey, he's back to his starting life total. I don't draw any
Hey.
cards. I do not pass go. Do not collect $200. And
On to round 5.
round 5. All tokens go bye-bye.
Okay.
I don't think any of us have any tokens.
Nope.
All right. Ooh, that's the bad one. So 1 legendary permanent and 2 creatures. Or, I'm sorry, 3 creatures.
Oh, well, that's
Why?
my.
Oh, it's 1
thing.
plus DR. Gotcha.
Plus
Yep.
they are on hard mode.
Well, there goes my field. I'm glad I did the ramp.
It played 2 spells, so Forgotten Ancient gets 2 counters. I'm sacking the Emoti as my legendary permanent. Rattleclaw.
That's that.
Yep.
By the time I get that out into play, I will pitch an Omniscience and pass the turn.
Okay, so I'll untaps,
Brutal.
do the draw. Yeah, that was a tough one. We all got like very quiet afterwards.
I mean, I have the win in hand still. Like, I still have my Animar and I still have Ancestral Statue, so we still win. It's definitely close.
For Wolverine,
I wasn't
Rider.
hugging you guys very well.
You didn't hug very much.
Oh,
You
you
made us
didn't
draw
hug
what?
enough,
4
Bob.
cards?
Why didn't you hug more?
No,
You
I
should've
made you draw
hugged
more. Well,
I'll like mine
I
for
think more
2
than that.
turns and then
For
the
Priest
draw
of
2.
Titania and
Or
Siren
6 turns, yeah.
Storm
Or 6
Tamer.
cards, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, well, I got stuff back on the battlefield. I'll pass it over to Matt, and I get to create an Elf Warrior token
How
and
many
gain a
creatures
life
did you
point.
play?
I played 3, and a 4th one came in on your upkeep.
Well, then he's spell that's played. All right. So on my upkeep, I'll move all 5 over to Animar, so he'll be 10. Then I'll draw for turn. That's pretty good. Wait, should
Well,
I
if you have
just
the
kill it
win,
or should I just play stuff?
just kill it.
I mean, we could just win it.
So because Animar is discounting all of my creatures by 10 mana, 10 colorless mana, I can play Ancestral Statue. Ancestral Statue says when it enters the battlefield, return a non-land permanent you control to its owner's hand. So you play the Ancestral Statue, Animar grows 1, you bounce Ancestral Statue back to your hand. You repeat that as many times as you desire, and then Animar is massive. Well, Forgotten Ancient also would be massive. And then I swing and I kill the boss monster for 150 damage exactly.
Yay! So there we
Big
have it.
money,
That was
big
hard
money.
mode. Made a little harder
Yeah.
by not having any lands. Jeez. Oh, there's a giant FU.
I had a bunch of stuff. I had good stuff in hand. Oh, apparently I forgot
Yeah,
the.
I had
had
good
some pretty
stuff.
tasty ads. Yeah.
I had Braids. I had Academy Rector, Skew, Indentured Gin, Bloom Tender, New Frontiers. Couldn't
I
play
had
him. I
that
needed the
sexy
green.
biomass mutation in hand, so I just needed the infinite outlet, and I had another piece there already, one of the mana pieces. So yeah,
So I was a blue
you're
short
getting there.
to either play Braids or the Indentured Gin, and I was 1 mana short for the Academy Rector. So I just couldn't get it going. At any rate, thank you everybody for joining us tonight. That was
It's been a blast.
that was another
Yeah.
run through of Commander Raids. Please look in the description. You can get yourself a copy of the rule set that you can play at home at your local LGS. You can even what do they call it? Goldfishing your own decks.
Yeah, you can play test. And
you know,
one of
play
the things you
testing.
can also do for absolutely free is hit the subscribe button so you can be alerted when we go live again, playing more of this incredible Commander Raids.
I would also recommend going over and if you're not already, subscribe to Pat the Pauper, because we very well may be playing on his channel. Plus, you'll catch us there every Saturday night, 7 p.m. Eastern on Cardboard Conversation. Thank you so much, Matt and Pat, for playing tonight. Hopefully that was fun. Hopefully it was fun to watch for the audience. And I think I'm gonna head on over to the round table at this point.
Yeah, I too am gonna jump on Mr. DJ Longhair's round table. That's going live at 7 p.m. So hope to chat with you guys over there. And Matt, I just want to say thank you again for all the incredible work you've been doing behind the scenes as well. And that app is just chef's kiss, good sure.
Thank you. Lots of good work there, Matt. Lots of effort.
I've got a few things I want to do with it, but yeah, it'll be on the App Store probably by the end of the month. I've got to buy some kind of license for the App Store. There's like a Google Play, it's like a $25 license that I got to buy in order to post anything on the App Store. But then after that, I can post it and then get it into players' hands and then get some feedback, because it does wonky things. Like if you look at the formatting on the screen, it shows like the +1 and the +10 are like touching, but it's strange because on my phone it looks perfectly fine. So I don't know why it's doing that. So I don't know. There's things that I don't quite understand, because if I look on my phone, look, it's perfectly fine. So I don't know. This is a virtual phone. Maybe it's not quite the same. But anyway. Yeah, keep an eye out for that. There's going to be a Discord section where I'll post whenever it goes live on the store, and you guys can download it. It'll only be for Android because I don't know how to program for iOS. Maybe it's easy. I don't know. But for now, it'll be Android only, and then if it gets popular enough, then we'll get somebody to do it for iOS. Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody.
You can always just get the paper copy at the
sure. Yeah,
at the
you don't
Google
need the
Docs
app. The app is
play
just
it that way. You don't need the app.
The app is just kind of something that I decided that I wanted to try to learn how to do. Like I'm learning how to program everything myself, so it's not the most elegant, but it is functional, so I can't complain. But yeah.
So come over and check us out on Discord as well, folks. You know, we've got a very rapidly growing Discord server. Lots of people have just joined us recently on the Discord server, and we encourage feedback on there. There's a looking for group channel so that you can put in there when you have playtime, and you may end up on a live stream here with us playing some Commander raids. Until then, have fun, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Appreciate your time. Be good to each other.
Yep. Everybody have a wonderful night.